So today we are at Fabbrini Park in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, part of the Hoffman Estates Park District. I am not going to talk too much this time around. I am just going to walk and let the scenery and the walk speak for itself. I may occasionally make a comment or two, and I may even voice over at some parts, but right now, thank you for joining me, and let's go for a walk. Again, Fabbrini Park in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. It is quite nice. There's a golf course in the other side. It is not a part of the Hoffman Estates Park District. I think it's called Hilldale. You might be able to hear pickleball in the background. We will be walking by there shortly, and it is quite impressive. And look at this beautiful, beautiful pond. All right, let's go walk in here and look around. I'm not sure if you can see, but there, I think, what, an egret or a heron? I'm not the best. Not there. Right there, almost in the middle of the screen now. That is pretty neat. Alright, let's go back and keep walking. Here you can see part of the golf course a little bit easier or simpler or closer. I mean, it is stunning. As far as parks go in the suburbs, I'm impressed. There's another beautiful bird sitting on, I'm not sure if it's a stone or a log. Let's see if I can zoom in for all you bird lovers or bird admirers. That is not it. There we go. Alright, I'm just using my phone, so maybe eventually I'll get a real camera. But for now, let's keep walking. Look at these migratory waterfowl. Or they just live here year-round. But somebody out there knows more than I do. But it's nice to see. Of course, danger, no swimming. You do always want to be careful around water. Sorry for that camera shake just now. And we're coming up on a playground, and there's a sign, so of course I'll check that out. What's nice to see is really the care and effort that the Hoffman Estates Park District and that many park districts give towards memorial benches, so that its residents and the families of their residents can give a little bit back and remember their loved ones. Here's a memorial bench. Here's a living memorial, which is nice to see. And it does look a little stormy over there. I think we're okay. There's a nice little tot lot. Here's another entrance to the park. And here we go again. The Joseph L. Fabbrini Park, Hoffman Estates Park District. Now, the question becomes here, and here's a nice flag warning the residents or the users of the park, no ice use and then own risk. Should we go left or should we go straight? I'm tempted just to go left, to go around once. And we'll come back another day and we can do the inner path. If you disagree, you can comment down below. However, it won't do much good. There's another memorial bench. There's another playground on the other side of the other pond. And over there you can kind of see a little boat launch and a little shelter rest area with bathrooms, or a picnic area. And there's another picnic area. Oh, I think we got somebody fishing over there as well, which is kind of cool. And the birds, of course, very happy. Now, I'm not sure if these shelters or picnic areas, if they're all up for reservation or if it's a first come, first served kind of situation or deal. Yeah, although it's kind of sunny and it's the middle of the summer and it's a little bit hot, the shade feels magnificent. And there's a tree that just looked like it came down not too long ago. Still a little bit alive. I'm not sure if it's going to be removed or not, or if it's going to be a water feature for the animals. I know that there are beavers around here, but I'm not sure if there are any in this pond. I haven't seen any evidence of it. Maybe we can look at these trees. I know there are river otters and such kind creatures in here. Let's see if we can see the pickleball courts. We can see the fence at least over there. They are all brand new and they are shiny and sparkling and one of the more popular outdoor activities in any park district. You can see the breeze, maybe even hear the wind in the trees. It feels very good. Now, as you can see over there in the distance, there's a school. I don't remember the name right now, but this is again a great example of the cooperation between the school district, the park district, and the village. And how lucky are the children and the students and the teachers to be able to have such a beautiful outdoor space. I'm sure you can have classrooms out here, you can have gym out here. I'm not sure about rowing or sailing classes, but I'm sure it's doable. And there's even another slightly older kid playground over there, which we'll be walking by in a little bit. There you can see a monarch butterfly. And I don't know about you, but I really like that the vegetation is natural. I'm sure there's a fair amount of weeds. However, I think it's really, really good for the pollinators and the bees and even the nighttime pollinators like the moths. Now, I don't see any evidence of beavers yet. I know that if you walk around the lagoons at Northwestern University, they have very active beavers, and they have to even protect the bottom of the trees with chicken wire and some sort of other fencing to protect them, or they'll disappear. Here's another street that leads into the park. Really, how lucky are you if you're a resident here where you have this? I mean, I know it's not Nantucket or Cape Cod or I guess even the West Coast, but I'm impressed. I think it's great. You can probably hear how much fun the pickleballers are all having. I'm not sure if any of you have played pickleball. It is a blast. You're just smiling the whole time and cursing. Now here's another memorial tree. Looks like it was just planted. To the moon and back. I'm sure we all know that story. It was all read to us, and if we're lucky, we got to read it to others. Now we're coming up upon the school. And again, how lucky that a community can work together, build the schools next to the parks. I'm sure there's even sharing of resources, whether it's landscaping or maintenance, snow plowing, whether the park district provides it and in return they might get space for summer camps or after school camps or even before school programs. It is wonderful. And of course, this sort of thoughtful planning by the village and the community and the surrounding communities even is great for stormwater, right? It really is just one big ecosystem that we need to be thoughtful of. I guess the school's name is MacArthur. And their mascot appears to be the bulls. And then here's another sign. And then we will walk along here. Again, danger, no swimming. Always when it comes to water, be very careful. Young or old, it doesn't matter. I think the next video we will go through there. There's children at the park, and I'm always a little bit cautious walking through a park filming. So, we're gonna walk this way. This looks to be a little marsh wetland. I'm not sure if it's an actual pond or not. But again, this is what communities need to help with extreme weather events and flooding. And I'm sure the wildlife loves it. There's a rock down there, and it may have a plaque on it. Kind of want to check it out. Again, I've never been here. Oh, it just says, natural area enhanced by the children of MacArthur School. I mean, I wish I went to school here. There's another playground, so I mean there's almost 4 or 5 playgrounds. Basketball, foursquare, get pickleball over there, get shelters from rain and some weather. But most importantly, you're outside. Now, if you're a teacher, I'm assuming this is where you park. So thank you for your service, obviously. You did a great job with me, and you're doing a great job with my kids. So I salute you. And it's wonderful, all these homes that are against the park and the school. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Now I can stop saying the word wonderful. Maybe say spectacular. Or if you have any other word ideas, let me know. If anyone knows what game that is there, some sort of shuffleboard, let me know. It was either before or after my time. I'm blown away. Blown away. It is beautiful. Now we're at the last little segment of the outer perimeter walk, and so I will say goodbye. And then very soon I'll do another video here walking through the middle section, detailing the pickleball courts, because again, they are amazing. I know the sound can be annoying depending on how far or close you live, but we can talk about that in other videos, what the park districts and villages have done to work together to minimize the noise, including fencing and covers and all that, or reduced sort of hours of play. But right now, there's nothing wrong with anything. We are very lucky. And we're back to the entrance of the parking lot. And I will say goodbye and thank you for joining me on this trip. Again, this was my first time here, and I am flabbergasted. The park district, the village, the school, they do an absolute first-rate job. And they manage their resources wonderfully. There, I said it again, wonderful. All right, one last 360. I'm not even sure what those things are exactly. Looking over there. We'll look next time. All right, last little turnaround here, so you can see everything. And voila, until next time, thank you.